The main villain is named Hitler. His right hand's name is Himmler. Obviously, the DM makes the names on the fly. Hey, what's up everybody, I'm SkyDieRay and welcome to another DnDGreentext video. Yeah, without any further ado, enjoy! Basically our D&D campaign. Does sex count as blind fighting? Do I get any experience for that? No. Damn it. Also, we have to roll and see if you're pregnant with a half human, quarter orc, quarter troll baby. Wait, what? Today's D&D party fought a bunch of Suhogen. Grunk said he wanted to eat the fishman. While the rest of the party debated if eating another sentient being is akin to cannibalism, Grunk ate one of the arms. I'm with you, OP. Some of these new DMs are pretty Friend invites me to a Discord group. Yo, this is my D&D group, they're pretty good. Get involved in an upcoming campaign one of them is planning. Friend seems pretty enthusiastic. Make a paladin of conquest and he makes a warlock. We decide to play good cop bad cop and interchange roles. First session is coming up. DM is bragging how incredibly hardcore their session is going to be. My campaigns are like Game of Thrones, I expect a lot of you to die. Oh boy. Night of the first session. Two uber nerd stereotypes are in the voice channel. The DM shows up but refuses to join voice, types everything instead but listens to us. Friend is running late. Session starts with the 3+1 absentee of us being teleported to a dragon tomb deep underground. We're in a hallway with 2 ways to go. One of the uber nerds says he walks down the hall. DM says he takes 3d8 force damage. Almost everything we interact with after that requires us to take some random dice damage for no reason. DM starts to refuse acknowledging certain actions, having too hard of a time to keep up with just typing. An hour has passed and we're all out of health and can't satisfy whatever super specific solution the DM's puzzle had. Just leave voice and don't bother coming back. Friend shows up later and doesn't sound surprised. Don't really talk to him anymore. Later I found out that the DM was a girl who didn't want anyone to know she was a girl. Friend crushing on her for some reason. Turns out she runs a game like that every week for the uber nerds and Friend is like the alpha of the group she cybers with. So, if my understanding is correct, in TG's ideal game, the party would get bossed around by a local lord to do their bidding, or would just not be allowed anywhere at all. And at some point during the session, the whole party would get wiped by a lone peasant with a crossbow or a gun, and the peasant would proceed to stand over the dead bodies and give a 75-minute long lecture about the effects the potato has on society. Meanwhile, everyone is jerking themselves off under the table. Is this correct? No, you buffoon. Everyone jerks off the player to their right. Yesterday's D&D. Do you play D&D weekly? Jesus Christ, stop flexing, okay? There's been a lot of posts from this guy, from like his Twitter. He's really flexing with how many D&D sessions he's having. DM describes an army of hundreds of skeletons approaching the party on a beach, intending us to run. The druid then casts Spike Growth. The skeletons died off while we laughed, drank, and played cards behind an easy to walk around patch of spiked death. The DM. Be me. Playing Age of the Empire with church friends. Despite going to church, we joke about things like rape, gay stuff, etc. Found an R5 droid, put it on our ship. Same type of droid that perks out on Luke before he decides to buy R2-D2. We collectively decide as a joke that the R stands for raped. The number is the number of his victims. Leave him on ship usually, because we don't really need him. Go on quest, hilarity anxious, go back to ship. Start looking for R5. DM looks at me and says, it's R8 now. We had our ship locked. No one that we are aware of was in the ship. There was no way he could get out. Still trying to figure out who R8 raped and how. Why I was forever labeled the bad DM. Running new group with a couple of friends, 5th edition. We have a rogue, a bard and a ranger. Bard takes no healing abilities, also no tank. That's okay, I'll just make it so they can use their skills to survive instead. Party is adventuring in an area I planned to have a leech. It was abducting townsfolk to turn them into undead, which he would use to take over the country. Fairly easy fights, a couple skeletons here, some starving bandits there, maybe a zombie or two. Bard keeps trying to tackle and push the skeletons over, because he seems to think this will make them fall apart. Ranger refuses to shoot arrows at anything because he doesn't want to waste them. Resorts to using primarily a dagger. Rogue keeps hiding in bushes waiting for anything to stumble near him so he can get sneak attacks. Naturally, they're failing. Really hard. They don't realize I'm saving them. Probably would be dead 5 times over by now, but I keep reducing damage. Rogue at one point steals some items from a shop and hides them in town. Bard player immediately tries to have his character recover them for himself. An example, I dig under that tree where he hid them. Your character has no way of knowing that's where they were hidden. Yeah, but I know, so I can get them. Try to explain what metagaming is. Player gets pissed that we won't let him do it. Nevertheless, they eventually discover the area the townsfolk are being dragged to, through extremely obvious clues littered around. Enter Underground Storehouse was being used as one of the collection points for undead. About 50 zombies and skeletons are stored here, behind bars. I had planned for them to discover the Lich's conspiracy here, and maybe gain some easy XP from shooting them through the bars, or lighting a fire, or something. Apparently, this was a bad idea. The bard asks, what else is in the room? There's a small office beyond the storeroom. In this room there's only the cages. You see a lever next to the cages. I pull the lever. I reiterate. Before you pull the lever, you hesitate. You're very certain that this device will open all the cages and release every undead in this room, right beneath a tranquil town. I pull the lever. Okay, so here we go, I guess. The cages slide open as the undead begin to shuffle towards you. They're coming from both sides. The only clear path is the exit. Players immediately get mad at me. They complain that I am giving them an encounter that is way too hard. There's no way they could beat all these enemies. I'm railroading them by only giving them one choice. The undead are getting closer, you have only moments before they are on you. What do you want to do? Bard player then decides this is stupid, asks what the point is if they just get unbeatable encounters thrown at them all the time. He quits on the spot. Rogue pseudo quits. I throw my body into the undead and stand there. Then he sits back and goes on his phone. Ranger, looking at his character sheet, seems disappointed. Make for the exit? Sorry guy, I think this session is over. Anyway, after this point they never wanted me to DM for them again. I guess I suck at it. Oh well. PC finds a mundane item among the loot. An absolutely normal item with a self-explanatory name. Just there to sprinkle some fluff in the deserted rooms of dungeons and on the bodies of slain foes. Player asks what's it for, or if it grants some bonus every time. Cough is just an object, a thing, stuff. Take it if you want it. I promise I'll let you use it creatively if you come up with some stupid plan later on. You already know I over-describe magic items anyway. Making lawful good cleric. Friendly, small-town preacher type. Decide to use the tables in Xanatars for some spicy backstory stuff. Roll an enemy adventurer. Roll a friend adventurer. My face when they're both evil. Suppose they're the same person? GM pet peeves. Players are on their phones again. Player asks AFKs for 20 minutes because his wife demands constant attention, despite only having a personal night once a week for 2 hours, followed by a muffled argument in the background where she gets worked up and apologizes profoundly to her before having to cut the night a little short. That's sad, dude. Player passes note to GM. GM smiles and nods. Player passes Reddit second note to GM. Pockets Reddit third note. Be party wizard, 5th level. Defeat final boss in dungeon. Discover hidden room with 4 large stone boxes. Suspect boxes are trapped. They are. Cast knock to open boxes from safety of the doorway. DM rules that opens does not mean opens, it means unlocks. DM agrees that the box that is closed and unlocked is not open. DM refuses to change ruling. DM feels I am cheating by using magic to avoid the traps. Well, f me then. I cast Mage Hand and open the unlocked chest from a distance. Curb stomping an angel in the name of friendship. Be a group of 8 5th level adventurers on a quest to revive their fallen cleric friend. Go to island with ruins supposedly housing an artifact that can change past events to undo her death. Mysterious hooded figure in ruins makes us go through rooms with various tests to prove we are worthy. Pass all the tests, meet mysterious figure again in another room. Mysterious stranger pulls out an amulet and uses it to start animating statues in the room that start attacking us. Apparently there is a last test in store for us. First animated statue starts attacking and seems to be pretty strong. Stranger uses his turn to walk to next statue and animate that one as well. Decide that we will get f***ed up if we have to fight against all 9 statues in the room. Sorcerer casts web on Stranger and second statue so we can take amulet from Stranger. Turns out Stranger is a Deva who passed his saving throw and escaped the net. Everybody focuses on getting amulet from Deva. Bard turns invisible to steal it from him. Fighter uses shove attack and grapple to try and subdue him. Bard steals Amulet from Deva and now controls statues. Fighter keeps subduing Deva. Entire group of 7 PCs and the non-webbed animated statue surround defenseless Deva and start raining down blows on him like we are Hong Kong police and he is a lone teenager holding an umbrella. Brutally beat the within an inch of his life, while our cleric friend probably has a freak out as she watches from the afterlife. Somebody has the clarity of mind to stop for a second and go, "We are willing to stop if you will give up." Entire party readies attacks in case Deva tries any funny business. Deva throws in towel and declares that we have completed our last challenge. We get a MacGuffin and revive our cleric friend. Friendship is a beautiful thing. It matters. All of this matters. Level 9 party. Plot. Party repeatedly f***ed up and let a guy sacrifice tens of thousands of people and became a god. Trek through the astral plane searching for a weapon or something. Talking to an elder super god, asking for a weapon to slay the evil god. Be paladin. Hey, please help us. We will do anything. Not be rogue. Calls super god a pathetic loser that can't do anything. Are you sure? Check. 3 times. The rogue slowly becomes more transparent until ceasing to be. Rogue gets disbelieved out of existence by super god. Super god blesses us all and allows us to kill evil god. Rogue player is mad. We are given a quest to go kill a band of orcs. We find them. The band scatters and we chase down one of their scouts into a forest and kill him. On the way we got sidetracked and wandered into the forest because the DM got too into his descriptions. One thing leads to another, the band of orcs is completely forgotten. Party reaches a big city and finds out that among other things, there's a giant bathhouse. We decide to do a shopping thing and rest at the bathhouse after. As the party is soaking, we hear grunting and laughs. The orc warband walks in naked and with towels. We lock eyes. A bloody, misty brawl erupts in the middle of the bathhouse. At the end of the brawl, someone finds a tagged wristband on an orc with a number on it. We raid the f*** out of the corresponding locker and hoof it naked down the streets with our stuff under our arms. Turns out what was in the locker was the plot device to lead us into the next arc. The warband was part of a secret society to bring back an orcish demigod and take revenge on dwarves and humans. I've heard of quantum ogres, but come on. Honestly, this sounds hilarious and your GM is great. Player 1. Maul the earth cantrip underneath enemy to remove 5 feet of the earth. Enemy is now in a 5-foot hole. Player 2 also took the Maul the earth cantrip. Enemy is now in a 10-foot hole. Player 3 tosses in a bag of ball bearings. Fails dex save. Falls prone. Adventurers? But I am just a simple and humble bard. Surely the Lord would be thrilled to listen to the tales and songs that I have. I am follower of the College of College of Lore. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to all the Patreon supporters. If you want to become one yourself, there's a link below. There's also a link below if you want to join the Discord server, and links to all the social media are there as well. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Have a great day, bye!